friends.
It's really nice to meet you.
Okay, what am I doing today? I'm doing stuff today.
Oh, what do I call you? Do you have a name?
Yeah, Samantha.
Okay, let's see. What else I need to do? Let's set up. Yo, what up, Kemba? What do we got going on? I'm gonna be desoldering my M65. Well, that's what's going on. Bit tired of having box blocks in here, so gonna change it up, you know? Gonna change it up, gonna mix it up. Gotta make some changes in life. Hello everyone who is joining. Wait for y'all to come over and say hi. Otamu Blue, no thank you. I probably won't be rebuilding this board tonight, but I will be building another board with these box blocks, hence I want them. Good to inspire change. I have a black desk mat, so I need to get something else so I can see my screws when I put them down somewhere. What up, Sire123? What's up for today? Gonna be desoldering the M65. That's what's up for today. Look at this beautiful. You guys can see the camera right there on the reflection of the M65. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna be desoldering this though. I got box blocks in right now. A bit tired of the box blocks. I feel like if I change the box blocks out, I put some more use in this board. Got the same screwdriver and the ZD987 the other day. Congratulations. When are those coming in, buddy? Probably coming soon for you. I hope they do you solid. I remember how to take this off. Can I undo the weight screws? Or is the weight separate? I feel like the weight's separate, but I'll check. What screwdriver is that? This screwdriver is the ES120. Weight is separate. Well, I'm gonna take it off anyways because the weight looks cool, don't it? What's really in there though? Something else is also in here too. Screwdriver's coming in tomorrow. Soldering station's coming in the 10th to the 15th. That's awesome. I really do have a loose screw in here though. I never noticed that. I take this nylon top off. I do not remember how to do this. I don't even remember how to put this together now. It's been a cool minute since. Is this because my nylon's too tight? Or am I forgetting a step, everyone? Find something to desolder. Side screws. You're right, guys. Side screws. Doy. Thanks, guys. It's been a cool minute since I've tinkered with this board. Are these the same? Yeah, they're the same as the bottom screws. Cool. How's the QMK stuff going in? It's going pretty slow, to be honest, because QMK is still really complicated for someone like me. I do plan on using some more QMK this week, which you guys will see soon why I will be. Because I want to use these black switches for a different keyboard. There we go, nice and easy. Thanks, guys. Then cool, then cool. Well, there's my extra loose screw. Where did that go to? Oh, it went to the plate right there. Guess I'll put the weight screws back in. One less thing. Buying the ES120. Oh, the Wild M. That's awesome, man. I love it when I see people getting this screwdriver because it's awesome. They have the new ES121 though. So if you're getting one of the other, I think the ES121 should be the same price because it's just literally just a new model that's supposed to replace the ES120, I believe. Maybe it may only be on Banggood right now, though. You guys see that? The animation, guys. The animation. Let's put this aside. I mean, I technically don't need to take out the plate for this. Yeah, check out Banggood, AliExpress, Best Gear, because I know there's the new ES121, and I believe it's the same price. They just have upped the RPMs of the motor on the high end. So it's still really good for slow stuff, but it's better for if you need to go even faster. I don't think the ES121 is on Amazon yet, but I'm sure it will be soon enough. What up, Irene? I am desoldering the box blacks out of my M65A. Oh, look at that beautiful top. That Rama logo. Boop. There we go. Whoa. That right there. Bam. Even take a screenshot. Am I going to put the box blocks in another board? Yes, I will be doing that. Turn on my desoldering station. Let's move some of these out of the way. Thanks for the link, though, my man Mart. Oh god, come on, focus. Leave me. There's too many reflective, shiny things. My auto can't do it for me. I can't see the settings on the back of my camera because my camera's facing me. So I'm gonna use the mirror function on my phone. Haha. I don't know, guys. I think watching keyboard stuff can be pretty great when there's nothing on, or for background stuff. It should be hot enough now. Wholesome orange juice. I like it. I like it. Cool. How does the Elecom Huge feel? It feels amazing. It feels hugely amazing. That's how it feels. I love it. Open a window. How loud would you say a desoldering station is? If you have close living neighbors, probably something you shouldn't do at night. So the sound comes from the actual station itself, which is at the corner of my desk. My microphone is placed pretty close to me, near the middle of my desk. It's not something I'd run at night if you have close neighbors or people who are concerned about that. For me, it's still early. It's only 7:24. It's not a big deal. But is it 4K with explosions? Unfortunately not. Chris McCain, thank you so much for your Twitch Prime subscription 3 months in a row. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I remember the first night when I was using this late. People in the house were like, "What are you doing? It's midnight. Stop that buzzing sound." Yeah, okay, it's okay. Clean. What's my thought on split keyboards? Let split / iris, not my thing. I like split keyboards, just not that small split keyboards. I used to own a VEA. That was a cool board to use. We had a Matthias Ergo Pro. That was a great keyboard to use, actually. I've had an Ergo Docs Easy. That was a bit interesting to use. Thumb clusters are a bit too far for my tastes. I also had a Diverge too. Same issue there at the thumb clusters. I used to have a IBM model M15, which is a split buckling spring keyboard. I thought that was pretty good, just that the control was in a really bad spot. So I ended up selling that. There's a good split keyboard I'll like. I'll get it. Because I have no issues adjusting to split keyboards. It's just most of them aren't great or good for me, to be honest. I've been doing a decent amount of resoldering lately, and I actually had to replace my filter for the first time the other day. Yes, actually it was yesterday. Yesterday, when I was bored, I decided to do some keyboard stuff, but not, you know, not streamable stuff, just maintenance and cleaning. So I was cleaning out my the glass vial on the soldering gun, and cleaning out the replacing the filter because it got really gnarly. You watched a video with that gun or something close to it. Pretty good. Most people have pretty good things to say for it for its price. Like, there's obviously some issues with it, but most people definitely excuse it for its price. Some people a nickel or dime to catch to solder. Interesting. I'd still probably want to have my cotton layer, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I so he has it past the so you don't change the filter as much. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll try something like that next time I change my filter out. Howdy, lol, Rezi. Zoology probably already asked, but just joining now. What's the desoldering gun manufacturer model? This is the ZD915 by Zhongji. They make soldering stations and desoldering stuff. This is a really good budget desoldering station, IMO. Sometimes it's resold by other companies, but it's always going to be the ZD915. If you want a nicer like thing, the holster for the gun, they also have the ZD985. That's also in a more attractive color, but I like the classic beige of this. So those of you who are watching me and wanting to get this or getting this is basically how you use it. It's as easy as it looks. You put so there's a little hole on top. You put that on top of the pin. You move it just a little bit so you get the solder moving, get the solder hot, and then as you're doing that, you turn the suction on. So you want to make sure the solder melts first. So on, spin it, and suck. If you're doing it right, when you do the second pin, you'll actually see the whole switch kind of wobble as well, because there's no solder holding it in place anymore. See if I can show it. So, I got that one pin. Okay, so pay attention to this switch. You should be able to see it maybe wiggle a little bit. Let me clean that up actually. So you should be able to see this switch wiggle when I do this last pin. No, that one's in tight. This one, you should be able to see. So, this is my focal length. So you can see, you may have seen the whole thing move a little bit. It's pretty useful. And for maintenance, my advice is to clean out the tube between every other project you'd do, I'd say. I clean out the inside too with this because I'm just really paranoid about it getting clogged. Because if it's clogged, it loses its suction power, and if it loses its suction power, it won't be anywhere as effective. This music sounds like background to a Japanese dating sim. Yeah. Maybe that's what I'm going for this whole time. Maybe this is a top Clack dating sim. No, it's not. This is unfortunately it's not a top Clack dating sim. For warning though, the heating element is in this gun, so it does get a bit hot above the trigger part. Baby feeds you do every route. Really, honestly, like the only route worth doing is the OG Bektor route. But I don't think there's a good end to that because Bektor is off living life right now. Maybe that is the good end. Do you take off your shirt if you get all the switches to come off without ripping a pad? No, I do not, unfortunately. Sorry, you said you worked at Original for a while, right? I did. Do you have a full-time job now, or do you do this full-time as Top Clack, or do you have a regular job? I have a regular job. I do this after my regular job. Yes, I have a normal regular job that I clock in and out to every single day, Monday through Friday. Otherwise, I'd prefer to do a stream like this, like in the middle of the day, where I have natural lighting and it's better lighting for you guys, so my camera can focus better and there's less graininess and, you know, lower ISO I could be using on my camera. That it would be, you know, the preferred thing, but I'd love to be doing this full time someday, but the community I think is still very early, very young. Am I soldering in new switches today? Into my M65? Probably not. I could. I haven't decided. But I will be using these box blacks I'm desoldering into another board. My thumb's getting pretty warm because I put my thumb above the trigger because we're comfortable. I need to lower my thumb. The irony of working in solar and having to do this in the dark of nights. Yeah, that's life, man. That's life. It's cool though, it's cool. So all the switches have little code, you know, what the switch does, like 1 through 0 and etc, etc, etc. Look at the code for this switch. It says when how. Try living in Sweden. Sun's up like 8 to 16 times a year. Yeah, I am as beautiful as Sweden appears. I do much prefer living in my good old USA. USA is one of your favorite countries. Just been once. Next stop is Vegas. Ooh, Vegas. That place is always lit. Like, goodness gracious. So apparently it's, I heard it's a thing Americans do. People in America will just, you know, say hi to each other and just have small talk. Apparently that's not a big thing in other countries. Like, everyone just really keeps to themselves unless you really know someone. Otherwise, people like just don't talk to strangers. We're in the US, we'll be like, "Oh, how you doing? Good, good. Yeah, I'm doing good. Crazy weather day, aren't we having, Bob? Hell yeah, Tom. Crazy weather." So people in the US sound like. It's embarrassing as a professional poker player to never been in Vegas. Well, I hope you can get some sponsorships and make your way to World Series. You know what I'm saying? You know what I am saying. Sina Panis. The chore for tonight is desoldering this M65 and putting these box blocks into another keyboard. Cool. I'm pretty much done. Oh, shit. Hold on. My thing fell. Let me fix it. Okay. Don't want soldering gun to go loose and burn stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I am saying? Oh, switch literally just fell off and flew somewhere. I don't know where it went. Yeah, this switch just really came off. Okay, let's see how easy this is. This happens to have a soldering station. Just let at me go. Don't you wish pulling this switches were off? Was this easy on your board? It can be if you get a desoldering station. No lifted pads. All these are coming out nice and easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, that one's a little stubborn. I'll skip that one for now and do all the easy ones. The First time you had to try to desolder a LED and a switch with a bad solder sucker took you 30 minutes for one switch. Dang. Don't jinx myself. I'll try not to. Oh wow, look. Like, the PCB is split. That's how all these switches just lifted off themselves. I still need to pull them off, though. See, look. This switch is just straight up just a slider. Oh, they both these. It's like an abacus for switches. So there's only two of them. What a bad abacus. It's a binary abacus. There we go. Yeah, I was considering getting myself a soldering iron with the manual sucker, the little bulb attachment, but I do things like this often enough where, for me, I think I can kind of justify it being worth it for my own expenses, doing this so often. Like, these are just popping off, except this one. There's a little bit of solder in there. This song is very VN sounding. Kinda is, actually. Have you tried lower temp? I heard something about 360. Actually, that's what I use. I use 360 Celsius when I desolder. Come on. There we go. Nice and clean. There we go. Done. So I have these switches ready. Time to solder. You guys want to see what I got today? And what prompted this? I got one of these guys. This is what I got. Look at this box. I got this on the front. For some reason, to flip it this way, you got one of these on the back. You got that website there. you got that website there. You got that collab right there. Review incoming soon. So I would like to say, everyone, I did get this as a review unit. So this is a board for me I got for the sake that I have received. I did not. I received for the sake of reviewing. Open her up. Bam! Got some really cool, nice printed stuff on the inside. You got some wonderful, wonderful design. Stainless steel plate, switch cutouts, PCB, and then you got this thing, which has some instructions for you, which tells you instructions are at the bottom of the box. Other spam stuff. Open it up. Look, there's an extended cutaway of the box. And I got some keycaps. And I got a case. So fair warning, I did actually already open this and everything and examine everything for the stream, because that's what professionals do, as well as drop their screws. But this is different. This is a high-profile prank case. A cool thing is, for the inside of the box, they have this notes section which you can cut out yourself, or just rip off yourself to fill out your own layout, if that's your jam. There's instructions, more instructions on the bottom of the box. Yeah, should be a pretty easy build, TBH. And when I build this, let's go make some music with it. There's the PCB. Awesome possum. This is the revision 4 PCB. There is what makes us square waves for our music, which we'll love. Reset button, microcontroller, pin stuff. Let's get to it. Zoology topic: do you rock any of the van keyboard stuff? Caught a little drama in today's post with the Noob Hub Caps profile. I do not have any minivans or any van products. He did send me a long time ago a minivan to review, and their review is on my old channel. So I have reviewed that. That is one of my favorite layouts for 40%. And the reason is, for those of you who might not know, I type in Dvorak for my base layout, not QWERTY. So I need a keyboard that can fit all of the keys I use, because my keys are in different positions. And one of the things they do in a lot of 40% keyboards is they make your alpha typing section for most 40% keyboards less than 12 keys or 11 keys, which I need. That's why I can use the plank and I can use the minivan for 40%. Most things other than that, not really. Not really. Let's get to it. Box blacks, right? Am I right? So I decided when I was gonna do this not to use a loud switch, like a clicky switch, because I want to use this for the square wave music generator thing. Because I want to try to make, if I can, the next Top Clack intro with this. You know what I'm saying? Did you see the Linus Tech Tips keyboard building video he made with the Tina? I did see that. I saw that right when I got off of work, actually. One of the first things I did, I rubbed my hands together and I was like, okay, I gotta check this out. And yeah. So, man, that $70 for Cherry Browns. I think the reason that was listed is because whoever did their script writing is different from whoever does their POs or purchases, and there was not a good communication between those, because those people should have known that getting that many Cherry Browns does not cost $70. So I'm thinking, actually, in reality, that was just laziness and miscommunication on their part. I'd like to remain wholesome, because I hope a lot of his fans will end up watching that video and end up deciding to research more into it. That's what I hope, you know. that people really get into it in a big way. And that means more people will like things like Top Clack, or more people will just get into the hobby, and that means more opinions, more ideas, hopefully more good ideas, and more things, you know, happen out and about. I'm always happy to see the community grow, and that's my main goal. That's why I like doing a lot of content that people can learn from, hopefully learn from. I feel like whoever was in charge of doing their research for that episode didn't research enough for the script when they were writing it. That's how I feel, in my honest opinion. I wish they could have worked on that a bit much, or did a little bit better at trying to communicate with people who are really deep in the hobby. But, you know, some people gotta start somewhere. Yeah, I haven't seen Pudsy's response video to that, or his reactions video. I'll need to check that out soon. But yeah, that's what. Yep, Zam, that's what I said earlier. Yeah, the LTT prices were pretty off. There's no research, and I'm pretty sure no communication between whoever's in charge of their purchasing and whoever's writing a script. And if they were the same person, then they sorely got ripped off. Because most people in our, well, not most people, a lot of people in our community can source all of those parts for much cheaper. Sire, you're a big user of rounds. First cherry, then gate around, now to gate around silence, even though just quite scratchy lubes. Any suggestions with the silence, which are the small tactile feeling like browns? I think Alias would probably be your best bet, or the new Zeal Xylens in the lighter weights is another good bet.
The coolest person I've ever met, and you don't even have to try. I'm trying really hard, actually.
I know Novel Keys will have the Alias switches in stock soon, of which you can also use the Top Clack promo code if you want to do any shopping at Novel Keys for switches or stabilizers or mouse pads like the one you see under the plank. What chores are happening tonight? Tonight I am building a plank. Part 1 I desoldered a M65. That was pretty cool. Now I'm just gonna build this plank up, baby. That's how I would do it. Ronnie, why is this getting stuck like that? Yeah, I still need to watch Pudsy's thing after. Oh my goodness, why is this one spot very tight? Is this spot a different size? Is it cut off? I don't know, I think about it looks fine. It's deciding to be so stubborn with me. Oh, goodness gracious. Have to do that one last. Like, no joke, there's this one one mount, one insert that just is so stiff. Machining tolerances in that may have been a little bit off. So the rest of them are snapping in pretty snugly, pretty easily, and pretty nicely. What's up with this one? So whatever they did with this one, I'm having trouble with like putting any switch here. Like it's a pain in the butt. Oh, I see some steel bits that's like hanging off. They didn't fully get. That's probably what's doing it. Am I still gonna have to force these in? Oh my god, I can't even force it in. Like, QA, if you're gonna send a review sample to a reviewer to review, you should send them one I can build, if you know what I am saying. Huh. Don't worry about this, guys. Don't worry about it. Staying out of the weeb channels on Discord is probably a good idea. Oh my gosh. It's fitting in better, but it's still having issues. I did not use enough knife, guys. Need more knife. So yeah, so if you design a keyboard, you should definitely consider sending one that is buildable to a reviewer if you want them to review it. I'm trying to bend a piece of metal shaving that's in a way that didn't fully get burned out. So see if I can fit this switch on, or I might just have to like destroy a piece of the housing in the corner. Oh my goodness. What do I do? Be smart, Huey. Be smart. This is how I'm going to be smart, guys. Hopefully the plank kits in the future come with your own knife. Just a bit more. Which part is it? That part? Okay. And the music's out as well. What knife are you ruining on that switch? This is a Kershaw Speed Safe. Hope someone clips that and shows someone. This is the ortholinear Yeah, exactly. That's why that's why I'm using the Kershaw. This is what the Kershaw is meant to be for. I'm very happy you understand. No, hinder. Oh. I have a very bad knife collection. Okay. Will this do? Goodness gracious, I can't believe this is, I have to do this to fit a switch in. Like, oh my god. Is it in? No, it's not in. Oh my god, guess what? I have to do the top corner as well for that same side. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can't be the only one who thinks this is like absolutely ridiculous, right? Oh, the switch base is colliding with the plate at a certain spot, so I have to trim it away. You can blame the you can blame this plate on this one completely. Looks like this next revision of planks may have more plate problems. Honestly, with all the drama and debacle they've had with this, maybe I'm just really unlucky and I got like a really bad QC sample, but like this is bad. The fact that I have to do this. Okay, got it, guys. Fit it in finally. Yeah, the plate cutout is on one side isn't as nicely done. Nope, I did not do it. Never mind. The switch is still kind of bonked. Goodness gracious, how much more do I have to cut this down?
I'm storming on the corner, about to catch the last train home. I'm storming on the corner, about to catch the last train home.
This switch cutout isn't wide enough, that's why. What's this song? You know what? I can't spell right. Yeah, I hate it when I get down to 1 HP and someone kills me as well. Or I get someone else down to 1 HP. Yeah, this switch cutout may legitimately be too small. Oh, hell yeah, it is too small. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, let me... Maybe I'll PCB mount build this, but
to catch the last train home. I'll have to jump the barriers. So can you spare a penny when my thoughts have been? I'm strumming on the corner.
Where is it? Where is it?
About to catch the last train home. I'll have to jump the barriers. So can you spare a penny when my thoughts have been placed upon the pavement? I'm strumming on the corner, chased away by nature. That's the last train home. If the streets could talk, I'll have to jump the barriers. So can you spare a penny when my thoughts have been placed upon the pavement? I'm strumming on the corner, chased away by nature. That's the last train home. If the streets could talk, I'll have to jump the barriers. So can you spare a penny when my thoughts have been?
Calipers, everyone. Okay, so I'm using this part to expand it, right? Let's see if I can find a better angle for y'all. To demonstrate that I am not, in fact, crazy. Zeroed. Expanding to the middle part. Oops. Okay. 13.34 millimeters. Next to the other switch next to it. 13.78. Yep. If you have a sharp eye, you might even be able to tell that it's very slightly smaller if you have a really sharp eye. Now that I know, I can kind of see it. But like one of them's close, one of them's, 13.9 something, right? That's 7, it's 13.7 or 13.8 depending on where I measure. But that's close enough for the 14 millimeters for the cherry switch snap-on. The other one's 13.3, like legitimately too small. Time for a nail file. Oh my God, I'm gonna do this right now. Like, it's a review sample. This is a review sample. I should request for a proper plate, if you know what I am saying. Like, do I rebuild my M65 then? Is this gonna be like part 1 of my review? Part 1 of my review is that picture. Do you think the tolerances are tighter with the KO over? Pop up the switches above and below it. Oh, you want me to try to loosen the area? Relieve some stress on the plates? I can do that. I can do that. I'll clear that 3x3 area. And I'll try doing just that middle one. With the same switch that I've already grinded down. No. It will not. You can see how much it will not. Nope, nope, nope. Switch. Finger out of the way. I'm gonna hit up Jack right now. Right now. I should let. Oh man, come on. I should let the Yanbo know as well. Like, what is this? This is like this is literally happening on stream. Rip. Well, it's not the first time a 40% ortholinear plate has screwed me on Steam. Yeah, Stream. If you guys remember my first time building the XT40 a long time ago. Well, I'm gonna take all the switches off because I have to do it anyways if I do get a new plate. So that will be that. Maybe we can fit an Alp switch in. I don't have any keycaps though. Emery, sanding emery boards. I don't have any of those though. So, hey Huey, what are you building? Hey Shadow EasyX, I was going to build this plank, but then the plate was cut incorrectly, so I'm not going to be building this plank. So, that's happening. Try a Gatoron. Curious if it's just kale. So that's the thing, even if it's just kale, it's still a problem with this plate, because every switch should fit. But I will for your sake try. I have some right here on this desk. I don't even move. Nope. Same dealio. Look guys, this is clicky, but it has this color. And to confirm with everyone, see if I can get a good angle where it says Gatoron. 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 You can see it there. Gatoron. Yeah, so I even tried Cherry Switch. Standard Cherry Switch, the regulation size, 14 mil required. Nah. And you know what? Cherry's even tighter because Cherry won't even go on either sides. For like the box blacks, it'll go in tilted, but this won't even like fit in at all. So with official Cherry, it's even more off. So, if you're really curious what that other switch was, it was a Zeal housing with a Fosun slider. So, take all these off. Well, it's late over where Jack is, so he wants... Oh, message. Okay. Let's put a bit more uplifting music. Yeah? Okay, how do I silence Slack? Because I hate how Slack always makes noises. How's there like a nut, Slack, please be easy. Oh, fine. Oh, Jack, you're joining us. Sweet. Yeah, I'll show you, Jack, since you are here. Here is a KO box black. I even cut the sides to make it smaller. But when I try to mount it in this hole here, bam, it does not fit. And I've even used my calipers to measure to confirm it is 0.5 millimeters too small on the width. At first I thought like there was a small little steel burr on the side and I just wasn't letting it in. But after taking a look a bit closer, yeah, no go unfortunately. This plate will not work. But I look forward. Is it just that one? Yeah, all the other cutouts work completely fine. They all fit really well. It was just that one that does not work. That was the last one I tried doing. Well, I came across it early on, but I'm like, I'll skip it, go back to it. Maybe it's just a stubborn cutout, because sometimes it happens with machining tolerances. But yeah, it was, the machine tolerance is a bit too off. Hopefully it was just one bad plate in the batch and I just got unlucky, but yeah, definitely hopefully this doesn't affect anyone else who will be receiving these, because that would be unfortunate. If you want the further reference, it is row 3, column 3. said you meant? Yeah, I measured it. It was what was the width or height that was off? It was the width that was off, and the width was off 0.5 millimeters. I will confirm again now that I don't have the PCB in the way. Let me double check that measurement. So, zeroed. Oops. Decided. So the switch that measures next to it is 14.11. That's what it's supposed to be. 14 is the spec for cherry switches. Back to 0. And the one that is the problem child, 13.18 this time is what I measure. I'm not tilting it at an angle. 13.39. So it's definitively a lot less. The height is still 14. The height is 14, so that's still good. It's just the width that's off. Good news, the drawing is right. Okay, that's definitely good news. You don't want to send in an order for, 500 of these plates and have every single one be off for that one switch. Okay, that's good news. Whew. So it just looks like this one manufacturing tolerance issue with this one plate. I'll keep that in mind. Steel's nice and hefty though. I was showing off everyone the nice box earlier. Back in. The Yanbo was nice enough to include me some canvas keycaps, which I'll show off once I get a replacement plate from him, hopefully soon. Bag of screws and extra screws and standoffs. Wonderful. And then the order was... Can you see the case? You haven't seen the mass shop sample. Goodness gracious, they haven't sent you a mass shop sample and no one working directly with them. Okay, so how it works is my camera up. So when it's completely open, you have the instructions on the bottom, you have the diagram on all the flaps. This bottom is a tear out part and it has a note section for you to write in your own layout, which is really cool. You have really cool switch decal with keycaps on them. Would be a good wrapping paper IMO. This front foldable portion says instructions are in the inside. Duh. Opposite side of this flap, you'll find the blank key map, tear it out for customizing qmk.fm. And you got your own sub right here, olkb.reddit.com. Oh, you haven't done the box with the case. The anodized case. You haven't seen the case yet? I'm surprised. I feel like you're the first person they should send one to like physically and check it. And so I've already installed the standoffs. Standoffs have the flush screws, countersunk screws, which is always all good in the hood. Small reset hole. So you got a chamfer on the bottom, and the chamfer runs as a smooth corner. On the top there is no chamfer, but you also have a smooth top. Are these the same? Where's my calipers? I just had them. Okay, they're all the same. 4.15 mils for the sides. Otherwise, it looks great. Some people, this will be a hit or miss for a lot of people, but the USB port is open to the ground section, meaning your USB nub will sit just right here where my finger is, with nothing separating the bottom of the connector to your desk other than the thickness of the case. Also, jack, not sure, I forgot to let everyone know, but no rubber feet were included with this, so I don't know if that's going to be, whether or not it will be in the drop, but I didn't receive any rubber feet, so I'm going to have to throw my own on. That was a fun fact. So, otherwise this would be a decent puck to go around on my table. This is a plank rherosaur. In fact, this is the, if I put this plate on, you'll see where everything, I put the plate and PCB on, but this is a different case than what you might be used to for the plank. This is a case that I would prefer for the plank if you know my tastes, and one that I've been asking for a long time. So I'm happy this is here. This is a thing. But unfortunately I cannot build it today due to issues with the plates. But that's okay. I will make do by going back to putting everything in the box. Fancy box. Case goes in the bottom. My case came unprotected. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but that's how it came. On top was the keycaps, the screws for the top, bottom, and standoffs. And this was folded in and over. However best you could fit all this stuff, because it's kind of hard to push the thing down with all this stuff in the way. There we go, something like that. And then the PCB goes on top here, and then the plates, and then you close her all up. Some of that should be in the top of the box. Well, that is good to know, because this is how mine was packed. I'm guessing the keycap should probably be on the top as well, because they're what takes the most space. Forgot what we planned putting away. Actually, keycaps here would be kind of a bad fit. I think it's probably fine the way it is. Whoever puts the keycaps in just needs to make sure they are spread out to evenly distribute the mass, which is what I have to do a lot with this, to make sure it fits all good. Like that. There we go. Have it like that. All closes. Kind of a tight fit. It was like that when I received it. With layout on the back. No problem, Jack. So guys, we are back to where we were earlier with this beautiful thing. It goes a little bit like this with these, which is pretty nifty. You know what I am saying? Because behind this, you go like this. And you'd be like, whoa, that's crazy.
blossom, don't cry. Without any sun. Lotus blossom, don't cry. Without any sun. Lotus blossom, don't cry. Without any sun. Lotus blossom, don't cry.
Okay. I guess I'll build this with some navies. Because I have some navies. Navies are fun. I think I'd rather have navies than the box blocks in this keyboard. TBH. Hopefully someday there'll be brass plates for the plank. That'd be nice. Whether or not they are PVD coated. Clean it out, it's gonna be nice and shiny, and then in like 2 minutes it's gonna be covered in fingerprints again. Because that's how PVD coating works. If you stare at this PVD coating hard enough, it'll just get fingerprints. I will be swapping my layout to having a normal backspace though. I've decided on that much. Definitely a nice board. Even if it is on the pricey side, it is on the too legit to quit side. Oops. I'm gonna reloop these stabs. And I will build her up, Buttercup. Okay. No, I'll just reuse the stabs I have. I only need to get one new stab. Otherwise, all my stabs are genuine cherry, so I'm just going to keep those. Rebuilding the board you desoldered. Yes, I am. Tune out for the quickest best of 5 in StarCraft. Hopefully it was a best of 5 in your favor. Terran got destroyed. Rip. Did they get 5 pulled? Is 5 pull still a thing? I haven't played StarCraft 2 in so long. Or StarCrafts. No Band-Aid mod needed. I don't care for the Band-Aid mod. TBH. Not overly concerned with it. I'll be able to put all that stuff in a second. Finish up with these.
Well, I know that you're young, and I know you're naive, but you know that you got me sugar under your sleeve. But the way that you did me, and you
Mexican Terran versus 2-time Korean World Champ Protoss. Ooh, I'll do it. It's all about that blink micro, my dude. That feel when you went bio, but you should have went mech instead. Your favorite thing about Splitboard? No more stabs. That's fair, except unless you have like 2 Yukis. And at that point, I'd still recommend having some Staberinos. Just 1 Yukis. Interesting. I'm not sure if I could fully make that transition, but maybe someday. Sorry about that, I'm back. I had to grab the Giorgio. How it be? auto shift. I have not tried auto shift before. What's up, boy? How you doing? You chilling? Okay. Put this tab back on right over here. You hold down a key a bit longer to make it capital. Same for number O and other keys. How much longer though? Because I'm pretty quick with shift plus a key. So I mean, like, it would take us longer to the point where I'd be annoyed. I don't see that much benefit in it. You can set it yourself? Interesting. But what if I want to, you know, hit W in a game to move forward as opposed to, you know, I guess it wouldn't matter if it's capital or not, but. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, QMK can do some powerful things like that. That does actually matter, you think? That's true. I mean, does it when you hold it, does it register as shift plus that key, or does it just input that key as caps? If it assumes it also toggles as a shift as well, then that would matter for games where you have a shift, and that would matter. More lube. This is the space bar. Gotta go heavy here. Really heavy. Hell yeah. You can toggle as a single key press. Okay. So it'll toggle as a just capital W. Interesting.
This is that once in a lifetime.
Yeah. Once in a lifetime, a golden opportunity. Golden like the sand that you finally took me through the sea. Was holding tight my hand while I dipped a toe into the sea. I smiled like an idiot, but you still sort of sleuthing me. Hair up beautifully, considering the future. We were hitting up the candy shop and I felt truly super. Had never seen a place and time that I would stay in place to see that question resting on our minds. Like, would you run away with me?
Last
Yeah, okay,
stab. Screw in, gotta clip it as well.
Days and garden view nights, and made me think back to high school.
I am not sure. So we'll with J-Chan's extras being available next week, with nylon bombs being available to pair with the stock tops. He only mentioned black backs, but I'm assuming he has nylon backs to pair with. I unfortunately do not know the answer to that. Maybe emailing him would be your best bet as an answer to that. But nylon is probably the most popular choice.
The chicken noodle soup when I've been fretting sick in bed. It's like expecting death and restlessness and then catching a kiss instead. You're a myth that's said to hide via love, an angel that was once thought to reside in skies above. You're the sand between my toes when the high tide comes. Matter of fact, you're the air that's inside my lungs. You had sand in your hair and your fingernails, trying to find a good spot in the shade. I suggested that we put up all our things for sale. You suggested we just up and run away. I had sweat on my palms and across my face, thinking if we did it, would it go well? I suggested we don't wait even one more day. You suggested that I bring my favorite shells. Well.
There we go. Do you know about the different weights of the alley switches by any chance? Any idea what is most like regular browns? Most like regular browns will be 60 or 70. That is the assumption. Might buy some of them as well. I think I'm just gonna get the 100 grams and see how those do for me. I hope they do well for me. I think it may have cost me $400 this week. Yeah, sometimes when you want to get into the hobby, it can cost a lot. If you want, especially want a lot of quality of life improvements like a desoldering station. Okay, done lubing. Let's put switches in and be done, right? Hello, Thin Minced. I am finishing things up. I just need to solder, put some switches in, solder her up, and we will be all good in this hood. Yes, I know I have some stray jades in here. I won't really be using those unless I really have to. I don't think I will though. Ooh, click so good. What's up? What's up, Walker? Yep, going with some nice navies because I love how these feel. Ooh, hoo, hoo. You wonder what you should put your navies in. Really, anything you put your navies in will be improved by the fact they have navies in them. So there's two options, two routes you can go. You can take something good and make it great, or you can take something okay and make it pretty good. Do you have any Kale Whites nearby to compare with? I do have Kale Whites nearby to compare with. Somewhere. Somewhere I have Kale Whites. I'm clipping these switches. I think they're in my other bag. I need to look for it. Rip. Well, these came out now. Because the holes at the bottom don't clip in all the way. And Giorgio's scratching to be let out of my room. Hey, cut out, Giorgio. Normal backspace. Sire, thank you so much for that subscription. Thank you so much. Every little bit helps, and that definitely does. So major shout out to you for subscribing to us this stream. Without awesome people like yourself, things like this wouldn't be as possible as they are. So I just talked with Jack, who was in the stream earlier, and he will be sending me a replacement top plate for that plank. So hopefully sooner than later I can build it and review it up for y'all, because that would be a good review to have, I think. Because a lot of people want to know what the plank is like. Approaching 2 hours, not bad considering the fact that we had to completely desoldered a board, attempted to build one up. I had to show people a lot of things. I tried to do troubleshooting for that board. It failed, but it's okay. We're gonna end it off by building this board, and I've already done the hard part. Soldering them in and reprogramming it is the easy part. TBH. I'm gonna go with a stepped caps lock, Heck yes. Why would I not? Hopefully soon I will have a review. Hopefully soon I'll have a review on the MT3 profile. Actually, that's what I have next on my review lists. This guy's got set caps lock kind of money. I mean, I got a few GMK sets, you could say. You guys can help me pick out which set to throw on this later. I feel like once I give you guys the options with the color of my case, I feel like I know what you guys will choose for this case. But let's see if you guys will surprise me with something possibly different. Because you never know. You never know. What am my opinion about XDA caps, by the way? I'm not the biggest fan of XDA TBH, but I've only tried it in short periods at a time at meetups. I haven't had a chance to give XDA a full-length, full-time trial, to be honest, because I've never owned a set until now. I recently got the XDA canvas with that plank that I'll be reviewing, so I'll also get to try it there as well. Took you some time to get used to them. So I don't think it'll take me that much time to have a full opinion, because as a lot of people know, I'm really into GMK sets, really into Cherry Profile. But before that, which was, before I really did content for the community and was active, I was actually really big into DSA and SA sets. I used to own like 5 different DSA sets and 4 different SA sets, or 4 different SA sets. Like, I was pretty big in the DSA SA game. And then I sold them all because I decided, you know what, GMK, Cherry Profile, those are the ways I want to live my life.
What this is saying then is that just as you don't know how you manage to be conscious, how you manage to grow and shape this body of yours, that doesn't mean to say that you're not doing it. Equally, you don't know how the universe shines the stars, constellates the constellation, and galactifies the galaxies. You don't know. But that doesn't mean to say that you aren't doing it in just the same way as you're breathing without knowing how you breathe.
Black PVD brass or regular brass for the M65. Depends what color case you have, my friend. I think that's the real big thing there, you know? You know what I am saying? I hope you are aware of the things I am saying. Because if you are, I hope you choose wisely. And I have a baller color combination going on. Bend some pins back properly. This odd one that will never fit in. And I'm ready to solder. I'm game. Ooh, that's stiff. That's crunchy. I like when you crunch. Like a Crunchwrap Supreme, one of the best. No, it's not one of the best crunchy things in the world, but. This is my soldering iron. It's quite petite, but it gets the job done. Okay, check out how quickly this heats up. Check out how quickly. Done. And? Yep. It's good to go. Yeah, right? Right. Gonna make a few strategic solder points. So the switches stay all the way in. That's the same company that did screwdriver. No, this is a different company actually. It's really confusing because all the naming schemes for my things sound similar. This is the TS100. The screwdriver is a ES120 for the screwdriver and TS100. So the way I remember this is ES120 as an electric screwdriver 120, and this is TS100 as in the solderer 100. I know it's stupid, but it helps me remember. The solderer. Really? That's the best I can think of? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The solderer of that. You mean the best superhero is solder your enemies? Just burn them on solder? That guy sounds pretty metal if you ask me. Just like how I believe my desoldering station is probably the best budget desoldering station for its value, in my opinion, this is like the best soldering iron for its value. This is a $60 iron, and you guys saw how quickly it heat up. Look how small it is. It's like I have a pencil in my hands. You had to come to the chisel tip, which is convenient. Your fingers is close to a buy button on the iron, but you probably have to try out the new one coming in first. That's fair. So for context, I was actually really hesitant before getting this because the station I had before this was $35 to $40. So I was thinking like, how much of an upgrade really is going up to a $60 unit compared to like maybe going to like a $90 to the Hako? I'm happy I got this rather than the Hako because of how easy this is and how quickly it heats up. I have a friend who has this and the Hako 888D, the $90 to $100 Hako soldering station, and she says this heats up faster, which is awesome to hear. Actually, this iron is really popular in the RC community and the like the quadricopter and stuff community because of how small it is, how fast it heats up, and it runs off a standard laptop power supply. So you can actually hook this up to like a battery bank and use it with a battery bank, like if you're on the field or something. That doesn't really apply to, you know, people like us who work on keyboards. But if you're a dual hobby kind of person, multiple hobby kind of person, then it kind of works out well. The new station you ordered is big. Which station did you order? A Weller, a OU, a Hako. Ah, the ZD987. It's the same company as my desoldering station. 987. Is that the 2-in-1 or is that just the single station? Double version? Okay, so this is 2-in-1. Tell me how that is. I was considering that, but I already got this for the soldering iron and I really like this. For this how small and convenient it is. Because that 2-in-1, it seems like a pretty good deal, but it is kind of big. But otherwise, I mean, it still does seem like a good deal, TBH. Like, it really does. But I am curious. $180 US. That's pretty good. Only concern is the size. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of desk space, and like most of my desk space is pretty full. You do all your work in the kitchen. Oh man. At least your kitchen has the hood for the fume extractor, right? You can have that on while you're soldering. Take those fumes away. That's probably one upside of having your workshop for this kind of stuff in the kitchen. If you do have the fume hood, the smoke hood for your stove. I was worried about getting dirt on your screens before. Yeah, I do everything at my desk here. Monitors in front of me. Probably wouldn't put a bunch of lead where you're making food. Yeah, I'm kind of with Thurman's here. Yeah, as long as everything is, I guess, put away and you're very thorough on cleaning up before and after you make food, and after you solder and do keyboard stuff, it should be okay. But I know a lot of people would be tripped out by it. What color case would look good with solarized dark? Gray, black, for sure. Almost done, everyone. You can probably actually hear my music echoing from my headphones. Is so close to my microphone. Sorry about that. That's what happens when I have open headphones. What am I listening to? Trap instrumental? Where did you get the tool to pull out switches? You can buy them from like AliExpress, Alibaba. This one I had an extra because it came with my what does it come with? I had like 3 of them. They come with the real forces and they also come with the K-type. Yeah, it's a really convenient tool.
For a while, I was like stealing flowers, breaking into this girl's building, and then just like throwing the flowers all in front of her door. I don't know, I got into like graffiti like way more. Like one girl to see it, she'll walk past, you know. That's all. It all comes down to girls, man. It all comes down to girls that break my heart.
Okay, should be done. Let's test the PCB out and hope everything works. Someone ping me in Discord? What is this? respond later. Now I need to go to my plugging in of the keyboard, which is on this side. Yay, everything's light and bright. Can I alt tab? I can alt tab. Alt shift tab, please. Let's go to a folder. What switches are used in this build? Box navy switches. Let's go to my downloads, and then I'm going to open up the Aqua key test thing, and I'm gonna let you guys see my Aqua key test, and then we're gonna go through this like family. Oh, I need to select the program. Duh. 4. I need to do one more pin for 4. I'll let that warm up. Okay, that's all works.
And the God that man found was
I need to do some reprogramming, but that's okay.
But man continues to attempt to resurrect the God. From this God, Adam, man attempted to make a man who is like a God himself.
Up.
And that was What?
Okay, I just need to actually put things into one pin, and that'll be good. Number 4.
The Avas were created from the angel known as Adam. Now, in order to defeat the angels, we are employing
Your navy's look a bit darker. Could be the lighting. Let me talk to this
like to
machine.
have with the human race.
Get a better look.
Only humans could be so foolish as to attempt to harness the engine of
Okay, let's turn this off again. Hopefully for the last time. And then let's plug it back in. Make sure 4 works. 4 works. Okay, we are set, everyone. We are set. So I'm going to unplug this. And let's build this keyboard back up. So you have the top housing.
Hey, Oscar. I'm glad you're okay.
Turn that off. You put the port. Let's see, how did I do this again? Something along these lines. Yep, like that. So you want to make sure your USB port goes in. And then you take your handy ES120 or ES121 if you got the upgrade. You select the right sized bit. Is this the right one? No, it is not. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. Shut up, Oscar. Seriously, Oscar. I don't know how you all like to do screws. I always like to do corners first, as a personal rule. I work my way inside. Usually opposite corners are going clockwise opposites. It's pretty good. I'll probably just like to do screws for the hell of it tomorrow. Sweet, all of those are in. Now I have my screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the bottom. Actually, I need 8. I'm missing 2 more. Here it is. 7, 8. 8 screws. So the bottom needs to go on like this. Should get a better seal this time with the bottom. Last time I had a small gap between the aluminum and the nylon. So let me see if I can get a better seal this time. I can just, hold it in. Drill, baby, drill. No, it's still a little bit off in the corners, and that's how I expected it, so whatever. What's the weight of that bad boy? I will weigh this for everyone after I finish putting her together. Although I don't suspect she weighs too much because of this nylon base. But she is quite the looker. I'll tell you that. Okay, there's two side screws on each side. It's flush. It's good. Also good. Other side. Nice and flush. Nice and flush. Okay. She's built up. Before I put keycaps on, I'm going to always do what I always do, which is clean, because having a clean workstation is important, everyone. Well, maybe not necessarily clean, but organized. So this is the case that my soldering iron will fit into. It goes in, still a little hot, but not gonna burn me. This base goes here. This bottom part goes this way. The instructions and warranty stuff go on top. This slides over. Bam. Putting this away, this away, this away, that away. Okay. Putting this away. Almost done, everyone. Just need to put all these switches just to the side for now. I'll clean those later. Put all these bits away. Put my tools away. And now we get the fun part. What keycaps should I throw on? What are the choices, you may ask? That is a great question, I will respond. So, keycaps that will look good, and we can choose between GMK Classic Retro, GMK Muted, GMK Triumph Adler, GMK Hyperfuse, GMK Sky Dolch. Those are the choices for this board. What do you all think? And for reference, the board is dark gray. It's a dark gray case. Oh, you guys are pretty split today like yesterday. That's actually kind of surprising. Well, I guys decide I'm gonna program this board. With a good old bootmapper client. Do you guys want to, have you guys seen how easy bootmapper client is? I don't need to show you, do I? It's muted or retro. That needs to be backspace. Where's that set? That one. Backspace. That. Backspace. Enter. Sweet. All those are sets. Got function keys. Cool. GM retro on dark gray. So we got quite a few votes for retro. I'm gonna try retro, guys. You guys want to see retro? Is that what we're aiming for? Is that what we wanna try to rock? Pop switches don't even need keycaps. I could probably type in this pretty quick. No, for real, like. Oh, hold on. Ah. $60 words per minute. I do better. Oh, I can't. Okay, I'm not gonna bother with this right now, guys. That's what keycaps on. That's what keycaps on. No sleeve cable. No, I have there's a Lindy cable. I like it. It's fine. KBD fans. Got it as a gift from my my good homie Shant, Master Wanderer, who I'm pretty sure got it as a good gift from Mr. Jesus or Mago Jesus. I'm gonna do this angle so you guys can see that going on. I just want to know the weight. I have a scale. Let me grab that scale. Yeah, the big backspace got me when I was So the weight of this unit, 3 pounds 4.4 ounces, or 1,486 grams is the answer. For those of you who may have been curious about the weight. Taser Apocalypse, this is indeed. Weights are for winners, my dude. This is how the beige looks. with the dark gray case. That's for that'd be for what the alphas appear to be. Here's a shift. So what do you guys think? Should I continue on the path of GMK Classic Retro? Retro love. Still say Hyperfuse. The gray isn't too dark. I guess any darker and it would be Drac gray. That's fair. Ooh, these feel good though. TBH. Hyperfuse or lol. Lol? Lol? Mago? I see you there. Ow. Literally just hit my face with that. I am unconvinced, to be honest, about retro. I think retro belongs on the black case. Maybe we'll put retro on my Duck Viper tonight. We'll see if that's. I think that's a good compromise. It's a good compromise, everyone. But really, what colors? Hyperfuse, Triumph Adler, Sky Dolch, Muted with either accent choices, Cyan, Hydro, TA cause blue, Sky Dolch or Hybrid. A lot of Sky Dolches. You know what? I kind of feel Sky Dolch, not gonna lie. Retro with 9009 accents. I don't have any 9009 accents. I have the muted accents that copy the 9009 accents. So biggest complaint though about Sky Dolch is look at this control key. Look at the text they use. All caps. All caps. Everything else is normal. Like, the hell is this? This is round 1 though, so there's a ton of issues with round 1. It's like, Nani? Like, what are they thinking? I know not. You know what's gonna trigger you even more? Look at the control and then look at the alt. This control, this alt. Like Nani? Like. Like, what is this? What is this? I mean, the colorway looks great though. Like Like, don't you guys think like this colorway kind of matches the case really well? Except those legends are kind of trash. Just because they made it like that for those keys. Like, why? Why? Retro with muted 9009 accents. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. What's wrong with the legends on Sky Dolch? That's what's wrong. Yo. I mean, all caps would have been fine, but I mean, it's not all caps. Sorry, maybe for another board, I will go with the Sky Dolch. Maybe something with a standard bottom row. Ziploc bags are the way to go, or any generic brands. Plastic bag is the way to go for storing GMK keycaps. Dude, Mago, you're such on a train for GMK. I really don't think GMK Retro is gonna look good with that case, man. I think GMK Retro belongs on a black case. How would the Sky Dolch set be best? Oh, HHP layout because there's no 1.5U control. Got it. Got it. Dang it. Maybe I'll just never put keycaps on this, guys. Maybe I just won't. Maybe I'll just... Do I keep all my keycaps under my desk? Yes, I literally do. Oops. Type. Oh, it's not plugged in. Duh. Dang it. I'll get one, guys. I messed up, but if I didn't mess up as much, I can definitely hit 100 words per minute without keycaps, so I get used to it. Maybe I'll just try to do that. Oh, 90. Too long. No. Man, I dropped it there. Okay, I will put keycaps on now. Rip. I'm sad. I could have made it there. Yeah, damn. Okay. For real, though. For real? Like, I really don't know what kind of keycaps I'm going to put on this, but I have to decide, like, very, very soon. Very soon. Dude, Mago, no, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna put retro on this board, okay? I'm probably gonna take these keycaps off and put retro here, because retro is gonna look really fly with the black. Retro looks really fly with black, my dude. That's the plan, okay? That's why I don't want to put retro on the M65. Triumph Adler? Oh, you're talking about the Duck Viper with Sky Dolch? Yeah, I probably would. The only issue is there's no row 1U pipe backslash key. So I have to put an F1 key there. There's also no proper control key or backspace key. Small sacrifices. You know what I am saying? The question is this the darkest timeline? Where is it control? I feel like this set might have had that same issue. Yes. This is truly the darkest timeline we live in, guys. Snap Hannes, yes, we're finally deciding on a keycap set. And we're knocking so many of them out. You know, I don't even want to tell people what the problem is because I don't want them. I don't want that to ruin a set for someone. but maybe I should. But yeah, this is what the original Sky Dolce was modeled after. I don't know if it was modeled. I mean, oh, you mean the original Triumph Adler set? I am not sure, to be honest. Okay, Hydro it is. Hydro. We're rocking key clack on key clack, right? What size Ziploc bags do you need for the caps? I don't know. I could use Sewware, but I already have Sewware on another board. I'll show you what my Sewware is on, because I have my Sewware going really well with the silver, my dude. With the silver. This is where my Sewware is at right now. So I think I'm gonna keep this here as is, because it's kind of Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. You know what I'm saying? Accents or no accents? What do you guys think?
I hate it when you're not around, and the fact that you didn't call. But mostly I hate the way I don't hate you. Not even close. Not even a little bit. Not even at all.
I'm strumming on the corner, about to catch the last train. Oh, oh, oh.
500 pack of Ziploc bags. My dude, that's how you do it. Always gonna have GMK storage. Unless you physically run out of room where you live.
About to catch the last train. Oh, oh, oh. I'm strumming on the corner, about to catch the last train. Oh, oh, oh. Placed upon the pavement, passes by don't pay much, chased away by neighbors and things you couldn't make out.
Okay, so if I do accents, do I do enter and escape accents, or do I do escape and arrow keys accents? Because I feel like if you have the enter accent, you can't have the arrow keys accents because they're all touching each other. If you know what I mean. Arrows, so no enter, just arrows and escape then. Yeah? Is that what everyone else is feeling? Escape and enter escape is what some people are saying. Can you spare a penny when my thoughts have been placed upon the pavement? I'm strumming on a corner, chased away by neighbors. That's the last train. Oh, oh, oh. If the streets
could talk to June the barriers. I'll paint the can you spare a penny when my thoughts have been placed upon the pavement. I'm strumming on a corner, chased away by names, and that's the last dream. If the streets could talk to June the barriers, I'll paint the can you spare a penny when my thoughts have been.
Ooh. Excuse me. Let's page up. Escape Accente. How long did it take me to get used to Dvorak? I typed in Dvorak. How long did it take me to get used to it? A few months, I think. Yeah, a few months would be the accurate statement. Was certainly not a super quick thing. I did spend quite a bit of time learning it and studying it. Actually, not really learning and studying, just practicing. That's the key thing if you want to switch layouts. Practice, 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 practice. Haven't mentioned practicing. Just gonna do a lot. I'm gonna close this window. It's getting chilly now. Do I have water? Yes. I feel much more comfortable typing in Dvorak than QWERTY by far. Okay, now I need to look for certain keys. Like this, Alt, and my controls, because I want to be in control. Ha ha! Sorry. I need one more control, and I need some other mods, and I need arrow keys. Arrow keys. That's N. Perfect. Arrow keys. Perfect. What am I missing? This control key. One of the base right to the P to there's L. What? Any idea trying it out with Swedish characters? Oh, Dvorak with Swedish? I am not sure. Dvorak was created with the intent of a more efficient way to type the English language. I'm not sure how well that would apply to other languages. Assuming your vowel usage is similar to English and consonant usage is similar, it should be beneficial as long as you can easily assess the accent keys you need to use. And where's that home key? Home. Home is where the heart is. Sorry, this is the longest time I've ever took to put keycaps on a keyboard. I'm sorry for making you guys wait. Home. If I put them away one at a time, I'll get there eventually, right? Home. Done. Got it. Hydro looks good on everything. I agree, Mago. You should have wear Hydro as tassels in the future. Sorry about that. And let's do this last typing tests for a little bit so you guys can hear what it sounds like. All nice and done with keycaps. So I move the microphone physically to the top camera pretty close. I'm going to open that window capture up, but I'm going to go to my typing test screen. Awesome. Well, the stream's gonna get late, so I'm gonna wrap it up because we are at 3 hours now. Whoo-wee. Hope you guys like the sound. I'll have typing sound uploaded on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/topclack. Feel free to check out all of our stuff below the stream. Join our Discord if you haven't joined yet. Come hang out with us. Yeah, this is it. Hopefully next time I'll have a replacement plate for the plank and I can build the plank up. That would be nice. Yeah, thanks for joining me, everyone. Probably have a guest this Thursday on Top Clack. To be announced soon. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, on this episode of Keyboard Chores. Catch the VOD on YouTube. Stay classy. If you haven't seen my recent review on mixed caps, check that out. The next review I have coming out, hopefully this weekend, will be on the new MT3 profile Dev TTY keycaps, which I have on my Norba4s right here. So check that out this weekend once that is out. Until then, everyone, take care.